Henry, while we're on this topic, because I may not remember again. Did you see USA Panama game?
I saw the screenshot. I didn't see the.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see the video. I only saw the screenshot and the headline.
So the striker, I can't remember his name now. The scored. Yeah. So CBS. I'm sure it's CBS. Yes. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's CBS. I know when they broadcast from America, it's normally CBS. Yes. So it's Henry and his girlfriend Kate Abdo. Yeah. Yes. And I think Terry Crews was there. They invited him. Terry Crews. It was cool. He had fun. What's this guy's name? They played for is an American guy, Clinton Dempsey, I believe. Dempsey, played for Fulham. Yeah, that's it, Clinton Dempsey. And another guy, yeah. So they had their CBS whatever set up just behind the goal. It was like on a kind of like on a pedestal type of thing behind the USA goal, just to the right, to the left of the keeper, to the right if you're looking at it from. And he scored quite late in the game. I'm not sure what time. You know what I mean? So exactly. Yeah. So the guy jumped over the barrier, and climbed up and hugged Henry. Yeah. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah. They have the CBS set up broadcasting the game, obviously analyzing whatever the game.
Yes. Live. Oh, that's crazy.
Unbelievable. So his idol is sitting there. He said it just happened because they talked in Spanish. I think it was. So he's quite fluent in Spanish. So they're talking. And I'm going to send you the clips.
Send it on WhatsApp.
I think it's such an amazing moment because he's watching. He's playing, knowing his idol's right there. Then he scores a goal. He just jumps over, climbs up, and hugs Henry. But not just that, the whole team comes over and hugs Henry. It was crazy. It was just.
Why
celebrated with him.
You know why this is significant to me? Because a few months ago, Henry had an exchange with an American guy, and said he said something about the US team, and he said, who is in the US team right now? Other than Pulisic, who is not necessarily
other than Pulisic,
who's there? Captain America, who is there? He was asking that question, and they had kind of a terse exchange, and the guy was like, the American guy was like, "Oh, don't forget, I'm the one that replaced you at Red Bull." That's in New York.
Oh my God, I saw that clip. What are you talking about? I saw that clip. I saw that.
They were talking about the state of American football. That's what they were talking about.
I saw that clip. They were sitting just like a panel. They were analyzing a match or something, or if I'm correct or something. Or was it? I saw that clip.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, you idiot! Why would you? You placed him at what age was he?
Exactly. and that's why I love Henry, because Henry was like, "Okay, I don't say anything. I can talk, but I won't say anything." And we all know the answer. Yes, we all know the answer to that question, bro. This guy, Thierry Henry,
he was in his late 30s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're about to be tired still. Right. And you're saying you replaced him. You're even proud to say that.
Yeah. Thierry Henry has won everything in football.
Everything. What have you done? Who the fuck are you? Forget about everything else. Who are you? So you know what I mean? Like, come on. What a stupid really statement. I was like, this guy is an idiot.
Yeah. So it's a really nice callback to that discussion that I think the United States has been disqualified. Okay, no, the US, no, they're not, because they're hosts, right? So they will get in either way. But the fact that they lost
to Panama, I didn't even know they were the hosts.
Yeah, they're the hosts now with Canada and Mexico.
Okay, was that even that was a World Cup qualifier?
I think so.
Or is it the?
Okay, no, Nations League, CONCACAF Nations League. So they're out.
Okay.
So they have the Nations League and they're out.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know they are.
Now, but it was a nice moment in football. Yeah, an amazing moment. And obviously, he gave Henry his shirt after the game. So they brought him back after the game, and he sat with them, and they just talked about how he grew up watching Henry and looking up to him when Henry was at Arsenal. Like they said, that's my idol, because that's what he was saying when he hugged Henry. That's what he was saying to him constantly. He was saying in Spanish.
This guy is 33 years old, man. That's crazy. And Panama, can you name one?
Panama, we're talking about Panama here.
Yeah, can you name one Panamanian player? One, just one. Go. That's crazy. He's 33. He plays for Chile. He plays in Chile.
Chilean league.
Crazy.
Amazing moment.
That's quite nice. So Liverpool now will take the league. Now let's move on to the bigger picture, right? We don't care about the league anymore because Liverpool's going to.
Of course, yeah, that's done.
We don't fucking care. Now, just before we move on from the league. Arsenal, I kept hearing this season people saying Arsenal doesn't have a striker. What about Gabriel Jesus?
Yeah, well, have you seen the injuries? He's had more days off than he's had games.
Okay.
So we don't have a striker. We haven't had a striker down there.
I just mean on paper. Is he the only striker at Arsenal?
Don't get me wrong here. There's a kid we sold to United recently because I believe he wasn't even 18 then at the time. When you can, anyone can snap you up as long as they They talk right to your parents, you know.
Yeah.
And when I say talk right, I know you know what I mean.
Of course.
Yeah, Chido B. Martins, a Nigerian guy born in Norway.
Oh God.
Yeah, and so which was eventually it wasn't a good move for us to have sold him. I mean, obviously we did everything trying to keep him. The club made the intentions of keeping him, but Man U started to offer money and telling him he will play, he will get minutes. You know, that was something else.
He is getting minutes, right?
No, yeah, he's getting little minutes here and there. You know, so now we would have needed him, you know, because we would have been forced to just play him because we didn't have an option.
And United have like 3 strikers.
Yeah. So you know, so we missed out. We haven't had a striker. Oh, what's his Havertz is not a striker. You know, we all know that. Yeah, he's just
pretending that he is.
You know, so and I don't like the way they tear him down. And the goals is put up for someone who's not a striker. That's pretty impressive too. You know, so Jesus, we know he's injury prone. Yeah. So that's we haven't had a striker. That's the fact of the matter.
Who would solve this problem for Arsenal?
Alexander Isak.
Dude, you know what they said? Did you hear what
Alexander Isak? Benjamin Sesko.
Wait.
Yeah, because right now.
Wait, now did you hear what Newcastle said? They said if you want Alexander Isak, go and look for £150 million.
Oh yeah, I know that. Come on, money, that's not new. That's 2 weeks ago news now, or even further than that. That's like a month. Yeah, so we know that.
That's not bring out that kind of money.
Why not? That's just another 50 million on top of listen, let me just make something clear. I think that's too much.
Of course.
Let me just make that clear.
Yes.
I think that's too much.
Okay.
And for us to do that, if Arsenal really said, I don't know what they're planning behind the scenes. Obviously, we're not privy to this kind of information. But that's what I'm saying. I think I love Isak because he's an amazing footballer. I'm a very big fan of his.
Yeah.
But anything over 120, I think that's pushing it for me.
Yeah.
Because obviously, even that's too much. But we got to be realistic. The days of the times we're in right now, you know, so that's you know what I mean. But anything over 120 for me, that's too much. The only way I would be okay with us spending 150 million is if we have a 350 million pound budget.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 26.
Because if not, there's no point spending all that money on one player.
Yeah.
Where you can go and get Sesko, who's I believe is 60 or 62 million is do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you still got to be Mendy to sign, obviously, because the new guy, Andre Berta, apparently that's his first task now to get that deal over the line. You know, I know for a fact.
Who is Mendy replacing?
Pate.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you ask me, right, we need 4 players coming in.
Yeah.
We need 4 players, maybe 5, but we need 4.
So Mendy, Sesko, or Isak, who again?
We need someone like Nico Williams. We need a left winger. Because
what about?
I would take Semenyo for Bournemouth.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? If you can't get, I'll take Semenyo. If you can't get someone like I probably would even lean more towards Semenyo than Nico Williams. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
He's not going to be settling into the Premier League. He already knows the Premier League. He's a good footballer. We all know that he has another level in him.
Yeah.
Do you get me? From Bournemouth.
Yeah.
You know, when you start saying maybe a player is too good for a team. Right. He's one of those kind of players. He's a very good footballer. I like him. You know, he scores against the big teams.
And I like him because he was born in England. He didn't make any bones about it. He just humbled himself and went to play for Ghana. Those are people I like. You will never hear me say one bad word about this guy. Never.
Good for him.
Like, let's not pretend. Like, a white shirt doesn't make you English. So I like the fact that despite being born in England, he just ran to Africa, ran to the motherland. So yeah, I like it. I like that.
So those are our options. These are people I know that the clubs identified and say these are the kind of players they want to bring in this summer. I saw something again from a pretty reliable source earlier